Hey folks, and welcome back to the channel. So today I'm doing something a little bit different. Just like yesterday, only not like yesterday at all. Today I'm going to be taking a look at the Warning in their formative years. These are videos that I have known about. I've even seen little snips of over the years, but I've never actually watched. I've just known about them and seen them in various specials and things. I'm going to be looking at a video of Dany and Pau performing Brahms on the piano as a four-hand piece. The Hungarian Dance Number 5, and it should be really something to watch them at ages 10 and 8 pulling off this piece of music. This is, of course, before the electric instruments, before the drums, before the guitar. This is from January 28, 2011. So, awfully early. I think we have looked at something from 2011 before, but it was, I don't know, it might have been Dany with the sax or something like that. It wasn't anything that involved a rock instrument. I thought this would be fun considering that the Ego music video is going to drop tomorrow. And as a matter of fact, we are going to see about trying to put that up, but it's going to have to be a little later than usual because it goes up at 10 in the morning in my time. And normally we upload at 11, and we just don't have time for that. As a matter of fact, I'm meeting with Adrian around that time to do some videos before he leaves for the weekend. So I thought this just might be a full circle type of situation where you can see where they were and then see where they are today. Now, I understand that this is not necessarily non-music, but I do think that it'll be fun to watch nonetheless, and I don't really think it would fit on the normal channel. So I'm going to do that today. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, I'm always looking at content from bands that are touring today that is non-music in nature. So in this case, it's classical in nature. But if that interests you, please subscribe so you won't miss anything. All right, let's go ahead and check this out. Okay. So obviously there's a cuteness factor there. This is over 15 years ago. This is 15 years and 4 months, just about. And I noticed that Pau had a little shoebox that she had her feet on because they didn't reach the floor on that bench. A recital is happening, and this is part of that. Neither one of them ever touched the sustain pedal. So this is entirely dry piano. So I don't know the piece. It's in A. I mean, I know it, but I've never tried to sit down and play it. Yeah. And they did a nice job with it. Interesting that it's a dance, too. Somehow that seems to make sense, because you kind of want to dance with this particular piece, as you do now with all of the Warnings music. It's nice to have a nice piano to play on. It is really something to see them at this point in time and then see what they're like today. And know every step pretty much in between, because it was only about 2.5 years after this that they started playing together. That backyard gig that they had, which is where they chose their name, as a matter of fact, was in later 2013. So it was still a little while before anything like that was going to come along. It's unlikely that they even knew what Rock Band was at this point in time. So just nice to see them at kind of a more innocent time before the rock and roll came along. They may very well have already heard Queen and Elton John and Pink Floyd and Muse by this time, and perhaps enjoyed the music. But this is just a time where you can see their musical abilities on display, the natural ones that they then worked at, so that they could actually play this piece. And I haven't heard Pau play anything that complicated ever before, I don't think, on the piano. I mean, there's a lot going on there, so quite a case study. Really interesting. I'm glad to have taken a look at that. So if you haven't seen that before, what's your reaction to seeing this? Especially if you happen to be an active Warning fan, which I think most of you probably are. But have you seen that before? Has it ever piqued your curiosity to go take a look? There are other shorter pieces from this time period. This was the longest one at about 2 minutes and 40 seconds. And I think it's pretty representative, so I'm probably not going to go back anytime soon, but I do think that it was fun. So why don't you give your thoughts and any impressions, anything that comes to mind. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you enjoyed the presentation, please subscribe. All right, thanks so much for joining me today. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care, folks.